That was my big dream, was to move to New York City and be a big fashion designer, have my own line someday. Being from Wichita, Kansas, I never knew how to get from here to doing that. It kind of always seemed like a dream.
One that came true when Wichitan Sarah Jane Lease moved to New York and started designing handbags for a luxury jewelry designer.
And I did that for 4 years right out of school and just loved my career, but I just wasn't a New Yorker.
The native Kansan finally settled in Arizona, married, and turned a piece of advice into a passion.
My dad actually said, why don't you try jewelry? He's like, you know, your mom used to design jewelry. You know a little bit about it.
With her family's help, the company was born, but not in Arizona.
The quality wasn't consistent. The craftsmanship was never up to the level that I expected that I wanted my pieces to be like. And I was also working with a jeweler here in Wichita on the side, and he was just helping me make samples and just help me, you know, on the side. And we both were kind of just doing the best we could with it. And finally, it was like, you know what, we work so well together. Why don't, you know, we team up and you can, you know, help me do this here.
With precious metals and the finest jewels, Saint by Sarah Jane is handcrafted in Wichita.
And I love when I go to stores and they say, are you from New York, or where are you from? And I go, I'm from Kansas. They're like, no. Well, where's the jewelry made? Kansas. They're like, no.
But yes, that combination worked. Neiman Marcus became Sarah Jane's first big customer 8 years ago.
And I looked at the line, they said, this is great, but you only have 5 pieces. So they said, come back when you have 70 or 80.
This year, when Sarah Jane makes her presentation to Neiman Marcus, they'll see Saint in a whole new light. And chances are good that many others will begin to see it too.
It's an unbelievable company. For 10 years, they've ran this company locally and nobody knows about it. They're in Neiman Marcus, they're in Saks Fifth Avenue, they're in other retailers across the country. They're locally at Randy and Plaid, and you know, they're very successful, and nobody knows about them.
With new management in place,
oh, I love this light.
A new logo, new packaging, and a new branding campaign underway, it looks like Saint by Sarah Jane isn't just ready for a close-up. This company's ready for a miracle, just like their signature bee.
The bee's body weighs 8 times its wing size, so in theory it defies the laws of physics, and it's saying that you can overcome anything. You know, it's kind of like a little miracle. You know, just pull through, you can do it.